definition of fulfillment itself through success is really not filling unless your success has transitioned into significance. And many of us in here today, whether we are to the degree of success that we desire or not, have hit some layer of success and sometimes haven't maximized what success could do because we never crossed over into significance. Real success, real significance isn't what it is if it's gone overnight. Today, as we define you, as we define your business, we are defining longevity of your success into significance.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Ryan Guillen, your defined coach. I am coming to you today with day number 3 of 7 days to defined. And I'm so excited to be here with you today. Do me a favor. Let me know that you are watching. If you are catching this live on Facebook, if you are catching this live on Instagram, if you are catching this live in either one of those ways in replay, just let me know that you're here with me today. I just want to greet you and say hello, good afternoon to you. And thank you again so much for joining me on this journey of 7 days to defined. Now, again, if you are watching this for the first time, we are launching this 7 days to defined because recently we have made the official announcement that I have the awesome privilege and honor of becoming a defined coach with Dusty Oglesby, where we are going into market centers and real estate offices and organizations, and we're doing these 1 day defined sessions. And then we're also have various products that are rolling out in this, including one-on-one coaching, which I'm so excited to announce today. Listen, if you did not get a chance to see it on social media today, I officially, now I made an announcement before, but I have officially, if we want to call it that, have changed, not necessarily changed, but have added to our repertoire, if we want to call it that, our database of services, 20 one-on-one coaching slots. Okay. So if you are in need of pretty much, I mean, I don't want to say everything because we're not like that. I mean, coaching has to have a certain avenue. It has to have a certain vein to it. But there are some graphics that I posted on social media earlier today, which just kind of specify some of the highlights of what we get within a coaching relationship. And I'm so excited to officially announce that I have opened up my first 20 slots for that. And I'm now currently booking free discovery calls with that. So please see more information on my social media pages where we can connect with that in that capacity. But because of that, you're going to be hearing more information rolling out in the days to come on that particular topic. But for today, what we are doing is we are on day 3 of 7 days to defined, where we are taking the word defined, realizing what it really means. What is the bloodline of defined coaching? What is the vision that we have here? The vision is very simple. It's you. It's you, all about you, nothing but you. Y-O-U. It is about defining you. It is about defining what is in your circle. It is about realizing that market and people and circumstances and situations do not define who we are, but we define who we are. We define our lives. We define our businesses. We define our finish. The power is within us. And so in efforts of realizing and coming into a revelation and realization of that, we have launched 7 days to defined. We are on day 3. Day 1, we started off with the letter D, where we talked about definition, how to really understand definition, how to discover definition, how to activate definition, right? And then we went into E, which was understanding empathy and how to use an empathetic advantage to bring certain levels of clarity to our life and to bring certain levels of clarity to our business. And that brings us to today, which is F, and that is for faith. Now, why is faith so important in this type of season and in this type of generation that we are in life? Because it has a way, faith has a way to help us navigate. Okay. And so many of us are facing things where we need assistance to navigate through them. We need help navigating our businesses. We need help navigating family. We need help navigating finances. We need help navigating life. And because we need help navigating life, we need to be able to root ourselves in something that is very not only distinct, but it is very sure, and that is our faith. So we use faith to navigate life's journey, and we do that with conviction, and we do that with purpose, and we do that with power, and we do that with impact, and we do all of that through our faith. So today I want to talk for just a brief moment about understanding faith. Really, what does that mean to you? How does that apply to you? Right. And then cultivating that level of faith. And then, of course, everything that we're discussing is application. How do we apply the right faith in our life? How do we apply the right faith in our businesses and in our careers? Right? How do we successfully tap into this guiding force and the significance of it to ensure that we are making progress in the direction that our life is purposed to do? Now, this is so important because at the end of the day, when we talk about 7 days to defining, we talk about today being the letter F and it's standing for faith. We're talking about how does faith play a role as one of the 7 mission critical attributes to ensuring that we are bringing proper definition and we are defining our life, we're defining our business, we're defining our finish. Okay. Here's why. All of us on this live, whether you're catching this in live or whether you're catching this in replay, right? We're here on purpose, with purpose, and for a purpose. Many of us will go through life, and unfortunately, we will live life without purpose. It's the sad reality of the generation that we're in. I can't tell you the countless coaching sessions that I've had with 60 and 65 and almost 70-year-olds who have told me, Ryan, I wish if I could go back and do it again, I would do it differently because I did all of this and some of it was great things. I did all of these great things only to end up feeling empty because I feel like I haven't tapped into purpose. Okay. Purpose is connected to our faith. Now, when we're defining faith is a belief. It is a system of belief. And guess what? It is in something bigger and greater than you. Now, for those of you who know me, know that I serve on a pastoral level on my home church, where our senior pastor is Bishop Alvernis Johnson. We pastor Kingdom Life Ministries International, and through that we also govern and I serve on the board there, and I serve on the board for the City of Light, which is a nonprofit organization that is designed to provide alternative community to those that are needed within our economical structures to basically resurrect a faith, right? A system of beliefs that we are capable of breaking tradition and mediocrity stats and becoming the individuals that we were destined to become. Okay. So the second thing I think that's important to understand is that not only do we have purpose, but we have destiny, right? We're called to do something incredible. We're called to leave something in this earth that was not here until we got here. Okay. And so faith, a lot of times, is that belief. It's that system of belief that is in something bigger and greater than what you are. Okay. And so for me, I could talk about my testimony of faith all day long. I could talk about how good, how amazing God has been. I could talk about all of that incredible things, and this, that, and the other. But there's levels of faith. Okay. And there's faith in God, and there's faith sometimes in ourselves. And a lot of times we predicate too much on one side and we do not balance it out, right? We have faith in God. We have faith in this thing, that has saved our lives, essentially, right? And then we have no faith in ourselves. Or we have all the faith in ourselves to the point where we think subconsciously we are God, right? But nonetheless, it's trust. It is belief systems in things that are seen and unseen, in things that are known and unknown. Now, we break that down in a granular level with religious faith. We break that down in a granular level with personal faith, right? And what those mean to us. And the understanding that our personal faith is directly connected to our divine faith and is directly connected to our divine faith because we are a divine creation. Okay. The reason why it is directly connected is because we are a divine creation. And so there's roles then in that capacity that we play in faith. And those roles that we play inside of our faith help bring and foster the level of success that our lives live. Okay. Now I'm kind of toggling back and forth here. You see me because I'm dual monitoring, making sure that Instagram is up and running and everything is okay. I keep freezing on my end. So I'm praying that I'm not freezing on your end, hopefully. But if I am, just go back and watch the replay. And so these roles of our faith in our human experience allows us to tap into a faith that gives us an unhuman experience, right? And so we operate in the natural, but do we operate in the supernatural? Do we operate in something that goes beyond that threshold of what our limitations are? Now, many of us today are sitting here with visions and goals and dreams and aspirations for our lives and for our businesses. And some of us have it so to a degree that faith is required to push us past our humanistic limitations and boundaries in order to achieve this grand vision that we have for ourselves. And so the role of faith is significant within our human experience. Okay. And it's significant within our human experience because it does provide to us the meaning of purpose in life, which is extremely significant because everything we do in life is connected to the life. Okay, everything we do in life is connected to the life, which means that it is either for us in purpose and power, or it is against us in purpose and power. Okay, faith also offers comfort and hope in times of uncertainty and adversity. And I think it's very safe to say that whether you are in real estate, to all my real estate people, or you are just living everyday life, we are in times of uncertainty. We are in times of adversity. We are in times that are unique. We are in times that are different. We are in times that we haven't experienced before, right? Which means that now we've got to tap into another level of our faith, another level of our purpose, another level of destiny. Okay, that's the bottom line for today. All right. So we have to understand that level of faith. Then we have to cultivate faith. And we do that by starting a self reflection. We do that by starting a self exploration. We examine our personal values. We examine our personal beliefs. We examine our personal aspirations. What are we trying to do? Right? What is my value? And I don't mean like what value do you provide to people? I'm talking about what values are instilled inside of you, right? Are we trying to run a business, but yet we're crooked in our dealings, right? Are we trying to be successful, yet we do not take care of people? We don't take care of being true to our word, right? Maybe there's too much sloppiness and too much lag and too much issues in that capacity, and you don't get the support, you don't get the drive, you don't get what's needed to bring forth those goals, those aspirations. You don't get the footing, you don't get the backing from some of the people that are around you that for all intents and purposes could be some of the best support because our values are off. Our aspirations are off. Our beliefs are off. Our intentionality is off. So self-reflection and self-examination will help us determine our values, beliefs, aspirations, and if they are out of alignment. Okay? If they are out of alignment. Now, cultivating faith is super, super important in the aspect that a lot of times you don't have to do it alone. Okay? Many of us have mentors. Many of us have teachers. Many of us have role models. Many of us have pastors. Many of us have coaches. And if you don't have any one of those, I would highly, highly suggest to do yourself a favor and at least at a bare minimum, let's book a free discovery call and see where there's misalignment. Because this life is not meant to do life on your own. And cultivating faith sometimes requires you to plug into systems that are much larger and stronger than you to help get you through that threshold, to help get you past that point of your humanistic limitations. Cultivating faith also means that we are developing, watch this, resilience. That is a powerful word, resilience. Okay? Resilience helps you to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. It helps you fine-tune your power of perception so that you don't see issues as issues. You see issues as opportunities. You see obstacles as opportunities, opportunities for growth, opportunities for expansion, opportunities to do something different that you've never done before. It allows you to see the boulder that is in the middle of your road as a stepping stone and not a stumbling block. It allows you to realize that if I step on this, I'm elevating myself. I'm elevating my life. I'm elevating my sight. I'm standing taller on top of this boulder than I am at the bottom of the boulder. So therefore, I'm using it as my stepping stool and not a roadblock. Because developing resilience also means that you are cultivating a mindset of optimism and gratitude. You are cultivating a positive mindset that keeps you thinking, that keeps you acting, that keeps you moving in the right direction, in the right way, at the right time. You stay in thankfulness, you stay in gratitude, you stay in positivity, you stay in optimism, which is what we need to make the right decisions in the right moments at the right times. So, developing resilience also helps us to practice mindfulness and surrenderance. Now, why do you say those two words? I say those two words because mindfulness and surrenderance sometimes, as it relates to faith, are belief systems that we're here for a purpose, on purpose, with a purpose, to complete a purpose. Means that sometimes when we practice mindfulness and we're surrendering to our faith, that we're letting go of control and we're doing what? We're embracing the present moment. What allows us, what causes us, what forces us to miss moments. And my pastor said this so powerfully about the difference between moments and time. Time is on a pattern, time is on a beat, time is on a rhythm, right? Every second, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That it's a pattern. It's time has a rhythm to it. But a moment is inside of time. So a moment doesn't follow the same pattern. A moment can do right. And so how we manage those moments, how we are stewards of this time will be direct examples and reflection on if we are embracing the present moment to the degree where that present moment helps us to define our future. It helps us to define our life currently and in tomorrow. Or do we maintain too much control of it where we lose the value of what that moment is trying to do? Because here's the thing, a moment of time that comes to you, okay, has an intention. And when we maintain too much control of the moment, then we overtake the intention. And now what you're doing or why you're doing it now becomes the main mode of that entire moment. And the intention of why that moment is there then just gets thrown aside because you're not present. Embracing mindfulness and surrender also helps you to connect with inner wisdom and intuition through types of things like meditation and prayer. For me, and that's why I love our calls on Monday morning, our calls with Monday morning with Dusty Oglesby. If you're not part of that group, I encourage you to be part of that group with Defined with Dusty Oglesby, because we are discussing about proper definition, right? And in that proper definition, how do we live a life where we are defining our life, defining our business, defining our finish? And one of the biggest things that we do when we kick off in that call is we always take those moments of inner reflection and tap into wisdom, tap into intuition. We meditate on certain things. We journal on certain things. We spend time in prayer. We listen to the right music that gets our mind and our faith built up so we really can own the morning and win the day. That's what cultivating faith does. Now, once we practice that and once we've done that, now we go into the application mode of faith. So when we talk about faith in life and we start thinking like, okay, number one, the biggest thing we have to do is we have to set bold goals and dreams, because our life is meant for something. Right? Our life is not meant just to sit there and be mundane and ritualistic and traditional and become a stat. Our life was created to impact something. Right? So we have to set big goals. We have to set big dreams. Applying faith in our life means that we are pursuing aspirations with unwavering belief and determination. And so I want you to pause right now and ask yourself, do I have unwavering belief? Do I have unwavering determination? And if I don't, how do I get unwavering belief? How do I get unwavering determination when it comes to defining our life, defining our businesses? We get that by way of cultivating our faith and then applying our faith. That's right, Tanika. Thank you so much. My life was made to impact something. Absolutely. So we have to set big and bold goals for our life. We have to have big and bold dreams. We have to have big and bold aspirations. We have to overcome obstacles with resilience and perseverance. We just talked about resilience a few minutes ago, right? And so we have to overcome those obstacles. We have to turn those obstacles into opportunity by way of resilience and perseverance. So now that we've understood what resilience is a little bit, let's chat for a few seconds about the perseverance, because there's something about perseverance in the fact that you had an opportunity. Follow me here on this thought. You had an opportunity, okay, to get derailed, to get sidetracked, to get thrown off, right? But you didn't. Why? Because you persevered. You kept going forward continuously without an end. When the thing in the middle of the road tried to stop you, try to get you to pump your brakes, you remained and you persevered. And then what does that do? That brings us to our next phase of applying faith in life, which is nurturing relationships, nurturing community, nurturing the foundation of the connections that are based in trust and compassion and shared values, which is why coaching is so important, because we develop those relationships where we come together in unified oneness on trust, compassion, values, etc., etc. Your goals become my goals become your goals, and now we are nurturing a community of relationships that is fostered in support, it's fostered in uplifting, it's fostering through acts of kindness, it's fostering through empathy, which we just went over yesterday, right? It's fostering through clarity of definition, which we just went over the day before that. And now we're doing what? We're serving others and continuing for the greater good. Now, here's the power in that. I asked you all a few days ago. I said, "Hey," I said, "How are you?" And I said, I asked this inside of coaching opportunities when I'm speaking with somebody or I'm coaching with somebody. I ask them, "Is how are you serving?" Right? Hey, good afternoon, Karen. Good to see you, my sister. How are you serving in this hour? Okay. And is your level of service setting you apart? Now, for those of you who are in business, is your level of service setting you apart from your competition? Okay. If it's not, you have to ask yourself, am I serving and am I contributing for a greater good or for my own intentions? If it's my own intentions, then it's not applying faith in life. Applying faith in life says, I'm in this for a bigger cause. I'm in this for a greater good. Right? And now we take that and we apply faith in business and we apply faith within our careers. Okay. How we do that, number one, is we have to be a visionary leader. This is super, super powerful. Okay. To all my business peeps, listen to me for a second. Applying faith in business means you are becoming a visionary leader. You have to inspire, you have to compel, you have to promote, you have to bring clarity to vision, and you have to create a sense of purpose. And then once you've done that, you have to lead, and you can't just lead to lead. You have to lead with integrity. You have to lead with authenticity. You have to lead with compassion. Again, a greater good. Faith and cultivating faith in your business will allow you to lead with integrity. It will allow you to lead with authenticity, and it will allow you to lead for the greater good. Again, which is bigger than you. Okay. It helps cultivate. Oh, hey, I'm so sorry. My Instagram people, I'm missing names that are coming in. Damien, my brother, if you're still on here, blessings to you, sir. So good to have you on here. Oh, and then we have the one and only, the Tennessee realtor. So good, Fred, to have you on here, man. I see Tammy, my sister. Absolutely, you're right. Those without vision perish. Absolutely. And that's some of the problems that we have within our businesses today is we have too many pockets of our businesses that are perishing because there is no vision. We can't compel the vision. We can't create the sense of purpose. Why can't we do that? Because we're not cultivating and applying faith within our business. So we lead with integrity, we lead with authenticity and compassion, and we lead for the greater good. Now, doing that brings us to our point number 2 in applying faith in our business, which is to cultivate an entrepreneurial spirit, right? We're taking calculated risks. We're pursuing opportunities. And not only are we just pursuing them, but we're pursuing them, watch this, with faith and confidence. Some of you on here today that are watching on Facebook and watching on Instagram need to hear this, that it's time to pursue opportunities, but not just for pursuit, to pursue opportunities with faith and confidence. Okay. Now, why is that important? Because we got to understand that we learn from failures. Failing is really not failing because failing teaches you what not to do. And sometimes the most powerful lesson is to be taught what not to do. So setbacks, therefore, fuel growth. They fuel innovation. We teach it and we call it the slingshot theory, right? The more that you pull back, the more tension, the more uncomfortable that line feels, right? The further you keep going back, the more difficult things become. The longer that you feel that pullback, the longer that you feel that setback, the longer that you feel that failure is doing nothing but creating additional momentum to launch you further. It's called the slingshot theory. So we learn from these type of things. We use them to fuel our growth, fuel our innovation. And then that leads us to our third thing, which is to create ethical decisions. Okay, to create ethical decisions, or in other words, ethical decision making. That's right, Red. Vision brings value and validity. Validity is a very powerful word, and that others will see and believe in if you do. 100%. And so we do all this by making ethical decisions. We're making choices that are guided by morale, making choices that are guided by principles, making choices that are guided by value, making choices that are guided by our faith, and watch this, prioritizing long-term sustainability. Okay, we make decisions to prioritize long-term sustainability. Are we making the right things that are cultivating long-term sustainability in our life? Are we doing it in our businesses? Are we doing it in our relationships? Are we doing it in our family? Are we doing it in our friends? Are we creating social responsibility? Now, if you're a business owner and you're doing nothing but complaining on social media all the time, and you're throwing off all the time, and you have nothing good to say, and you are destroying social responsibility, do you think that people are going to want to do business? People want to do business with people who they like, trust, have loyalty, have relationship with. Good luck, Red, on that appointment, man. I don't know what it is, but if it's a buy or sell and knock it out of the park, you got this. So if what we're putting out there is what we attract, okay? And so if we're putting out there faithlessness, if we're putting out there things that are anti-moral and anti-solid values, and we're not really proposing integrity, and we're not expressing authenticity, and we're not operating in compassion, then all of that we put out there is what we get. So some of us who are struggling in our areas of life this afternoon and in our areas of business this afternoon, have to take a step back and do a brief analysis and figure out, is it because I am not applying faith in these areas? And if the answer is no, today you have to make the decision to do so. Okay? And we have to explore faith in terms of its ability of a transformative power to help us define our life, to help us define our business, to help us define our finish. Okay? Now, tomorrow, as we continue the 7 days to defined, we are going to be diving into integrity. Integrity is a very, very strong passion point for me. Okay? So if I get a little excited, if I get a little loud, if I get a little rowdy with integrity, walk with me. It is going to be a great time. It is going to be fun. It is going to be powerful. We are talking about the bedrock of trust and excellence in our life and our business. So make sure that you set your reminders for 2 o'clock tomorrow to meet you right back here in this virtual space as we go into day number 4 of 7 days to define, and as we discuss integrity. Okay. For today, I hope and pray that something has been said to you to help provoke you to understand, to analyze where your faith is, where your faith needs to be, how to cultivate it, how to apply it to life, how to business, and to bring into definition the life that you want to define, to bring into definition the business that you want to define, to bring into definition the finish that you want to define. Okay. Again, as I get ready to conclude and let you all go on this amazing day, please do not forget to check out on the social media platforms the content that we put out there, opening up the first so many slots of one-on-one coaching, booking the free discovery calls. Please go take a peek at that information. Stay connected with me on the social media platforms. And I'm super, super excited about where we're going and about to take all this. Okay. Until then, you all have a fantastic day. Blessings. Thank you all so much for your support and patience and just all the amazing love that I feel from everybody as we're diving into these 7 days to define and releasing and launching some of this new content. I could not ask for better love, better family, better friends, better followers, better connections that I have on these social media platforms than the people that I have, such as you all. Okay. So again, I thank y'all so much. Y'all have a blessed day. I will see you tomorrow right back here at 2 o'clock as we discuss integrity. Have a great day, guys.